Welcome back guys for part 2, just going to launch straight into it. This one's called Wrong and Boyle, and it sounds like a really stupid filler piece of, it sounds like a really stupid piece of filler, if I'm being honest. If you're judging a book by its cover, that's what it sounds like. But this is actually a cover version of an older song, and it's very upbeat, you know, sort of ska influenced. And it's just very catchy. It's got great organ, great brass, extremely, I'm going to use that word again, extremely catchy. You know, it starts off with a sort of like drunken pub song, you know, and then like the band sort of breaks down, messes up, and someone shouts, "Oh, let's start all over again." And then it suddenly becomes upbeat and everything. Yeah, oh, yeah, this is great. And it's an absolutely great song. One of the track picks from the album, and it's a great song. Don't know why I like it so much, I just do. This song's called Death or Glory. Bit of an anthem, this one, you know. Death or glory, because it's just another story. You know, it's very anthemic. Its catchiness is obvious. Good lyrics, great melody. Not the best song ever, but it's really good, and I like it. I do like it. This song's called Coca-Cola, spelled with a K. And this is probably the most obvious piece of filler on the album. It's just under 2 minutes long, and although it does seem like filler, I like it. You know, it's better than most filler, you know, because it does have a good melody and good lyrics, and it's quite silly, but I really like it. It's definitely not the worst song on the album, in my opinion. You know, it's quite funny at the start, you know, elevator going up, you know, made me laugh, but I'm very easily amused. This song's called The Car Cheat, and while most of the songs in the album, as it is a punk album, are guitar driven, this song's actually mostly piano driven, which I like. You know, it's because I don't like albums where all the songs sound the same, and this is definitely not one of those albums. This is quite a sad song, but it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's a good song. Don't really know what to say about it because I haven't listened to it that much, but it is a good song. I've heard of it. Good lyrics about a car cheat, surprisingly. Not one of the track picks, but still worth listening to, definitely. This song's called Lovers Rock, and this sort of sounds like a mid-70s Rolling Stones song. You know, and I just think it's a bit repetitive. It's a bit silly, you know, and it's just not really that good, I don't think. It's not really a bad song, it's just not my favourite song at all. It's not up to the standard of the previous songs. But you know, the guitar playing's quite good. It's quite catchy, I suppose, but definitely not my favourite. I would sort of avoid this song. This song's called Four Horsemen. Presumably the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So quite a dark song, but it's upbeat, and I suppose it is a bit of filler, but it's better than the other. It's better than Lovers Rock, in my opinion. Well, I think that. I don't know. Maybe they're just as bad. But, I quite like it. It's a nice little song to break up the album, I suppose. You know, whereas the previous songs been sort of like punk rock songs, this is quite a nice, it's still sort of rocky, but it's really more tender and it's quite beautiful, I think. Really nice lyrics, lovely melody. You know, it's one of the sort of forgotten gems from this album, I think. It's not amazing, but it's sort of like, it's unjustly forgotten, I think. And it's, yeah, I really like this song. I do. Quite controversial here. Sort of mixed feelings about this next track. It's called Revolution Rock. and again it's a sort of reggae song, reggae influenced song, should I say. And it is a sort of feel good track, you know, because it's got the horns, it's catchy, upbeat and everything, and I wouldn't mind that. I like songs like that, I really do, but it's far too long. I mean, let's face it, it's just under, it's about 5.5 minutes long. I mean, that's far too long. Feel good songs, feel good pop songs are supposed to be about 2 or 3 minutes long, possibly 4 at a push. This is far too long, and it's just drags on. It's, you know, it turns into sort of boring jam at the end, and possibly my least favourite song. Yeah, I don't like this track at all, really. But all is not lost. The final track in the album is called Train in Vain, and this is the kind of track I'm talking about. It's a feel good song. It's upbeat. It's poppy. And I think this was mostly written by Mick Jones, who was sort of more poppy than punky, if that makes sense. This is possibly one of the best songs in the album, and it's definitely a track pick for me. Very catchy, and because of the chorus, it's also known as Stand By Me, not to be confused with the Benny King song. And this was originally a hidden track, but on every CD since then it's been labelled. But it's a really nice way to end the album, and a much better way to end the album than Revolution Rock. London Calling, just a brilliant album. I think it is in my top 5 albums ever. I think. I know, because I'm me. And it's a great achievement. One of the best albums of the 70s. It was released in America in 1980, so it's one of the best albums of the 70s and the 80s. One of the best albums of all time, one of the greatest double albums of all time, and don't know. There is a couple of bad songs in this album, but because I'm a bit of a utilitarianist, so I think the good outweighs the bad on this album, so I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Great score for a great album. Anyway, next time, guys, I'm going to be reviewing The Doors by The Doors, self-titled debut by The Doors, which again is another great album. Oh, don't mean to spoil the review, but it's a great album, and I'll be doing that next week, so see you next time. Rambling on, so I'll just finish the review right now.